So, Chapter 11, the Law of Torts. Um, the Law of Torts, or torts, is an injury the injury to another person or property, um, or a civil wrong. Because I needed to make sure I understood that because I had no idea what that word even meant. Um, and with torts, there are three different categories of torts, which is intentional torts, negligent torts, and strict liability torts. What an intentional tort is, it involves a purposeful action that the defendant knew or should have known would harm the person, property, or economic interests of the plaintiff. And what each of these subcategories, the torts against person, torts against property, and economic interests. For torts against persons, uh, one of these, for example, could be just assault and battery. Torts against property can be trespassing, and torts against economic interests could be intentional interference with a contract. Now, for negligent torts, what this is, it's the failure to live up to the standard of care that a reasonable person would meet to protect others from an unreasonable risk. So essentially, it's if you're like, I guess, you have a child and you're not providing that, like, if you're always, if they're in harm's way and you're unintentionally putting them in harm's way, they consider that to be negligent. Then the last one, strict liability torts. This is the defendant is engaged in an activity that is so inherently dangerous that no amount of due care can make it safe. Now, moving on to Chapter 12, Product and Service Liability Law. I mainly got out of this the negligence, breach of warranty, and the strict product liability. Now, what they consider negligence in this chapter is the negligent failure to warn, negligent design, negligent manufacturer, negligent testing, and negligent advertising. Then there is the breach of warranty, which is the purchaser's failure to notify the seller within a reasonable time about the breach of warranty. And usually how they make it around this is that they put disclaimers on a product. So if they know that there is a specific problem that is occurring in their product, they will make sure that there is a disclaimer or something that notifies them that this is a common problem that you might experience, and that they'll maybe have a list of different different problems that they will service. Like recently, my GoPro, just the LED screen on the back of it wasn't working anymore because when I took the SD card out of it, the SD card went in between this metal sheet and where the SD card actually goes. There's like a little bit of a opening there, and I'm assuming when the SD card accidentally slid inside that little gap, it disconnected a lot of the like connectors there that work the LED screen. And if you look online, apparently a lot of people had this problem that they would end up doing this. So, but because there was uh, warranty on it, they were able to, I was able to just send it back in, and they were able to send me a new one. And lastly, there is strict product liability, and they didn't really go in depth on this, but they said there's three different uh, categories, which is product and use, assumption of the risk, and state of the art defense is subject to controversies. Overall, I thought these were two good chapters. I think chapter 11 was a little bit more. I guess I got more information out of chapter 11 than I did chapter 12. But other than that, they were both very good chapters, and thank you for watching.